So now I have hi YouTube. I've switched to World News Now. It's on very early. It's a TV show on ABC channel, ABC News channel, ABC. It's on very early. It's almost 3 a.m. Starts between 2 and 3 here, and they just go over little news shows and current events and little segments. They're doing a cute little puppy Grinch now. So they all painted a white poodle to look green and red and dyed all his fur or something, or whatever they did, or it's a coat. Yeah, it looks like they used hair dye or something, or some type of dye. It's not dangerous. Didn't hurt the puppy in the making of the puppy Grinch. It's just a little segment they're doing. Now it's back to commercial. Local commercials, local stuff, localized commercials. What I'm getting here now. I see this commercial all the time. Minnesota Rusco. It's like bathroom remodeling or something, or windows. All the time on these local channels. I wonder how much they're spending on advertising. I just don't know. Over and over.
I'm Mary Jo Copeland. Sharing and Caring Hands have been helping people in need for over 37 years, thanks to your generosity. Many people are in need through no fault of their own and need your help. To the world, you may be one person, but to that person, you may be the world. Your donations provide...
SharingCaringHands.org. SharingAndCaringHands.org. I'm trying to help people with charity, I think. Kids or poor. Rely solely on your donations. SharingAndCaringHands.org. Then they put Jesus there on the cross. Maybe it's religiously affiliated, but Jesus had a crucifix with Jesus on it. Home furniture.
Home to lots of stories that haven't been told until now on Nightcast. At 10 o'clock, we're taking even more time to bring you all.
This is Channel 5 now. Now I do a commercial for Channel 5 Nightcast, Channel 5 News. They're promoting their news show, I guess, as a commercial.
Watch the 5 Eyewitness News Nightcast. Join the KSTP community. Follow 5 on Instagram.
Okay, back to World News Now. Omicron. Big news now, Omicron. Comparing it to Delta. Everyone's comparing it to Delta now. Unsolved murders now. Detectives new lead. Fake social media. There are so many fake profiles. It is mind-boggling. Instagram, Twitter, probably. I mean, you don't know if they're fake or not. I guess that's how it catches people. But after a while, you're like, this is fake. It's so dumb. Seems so fake. But people can get duped. They don't know it's fake or something. I don't know. Or you can have really good spoofs. They can make really good spoofs. And you won't even know it's fake, probably. So you don't provide the check mark for all. They have check marks on Instagram or Twitter, but they don't provide a check mark for the everyday person. So everyone can check mark, which they did on the Tan swiping app, dating swiping app. They let everyone get a check mark, but they don't do that on Twitter and Instagram. Wouldn't that help cut down on spam, scam, and all this stuff? You must not want to. What is going on behind the scenes at Instagram and Twitter, Facebook? They don't want to cut down on this spam and scam? Is that the deal? Is there some deal with that? So what's really going on here? They want elitism. They want checkmark elitism, and don't want the everyday person to checkmark.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's like the era or something in there. I always mess that up.
Okay.
And Gerard.
Oh, I hate that one. And a popular one that everyone hates is rural. Rural.
I can't do that.
A rural community. All right. Well, that's
Rural. The word is rural. They're trying to discuss the spelling and pronunciation of the word rural. Rural.
Let's try the small study.
Rural.
The Omicron variant likely reduces the effectiveness of the Pfizer vaccine somewhat, but the vaccine still works against it.
Meantime, the World Health Organization says its latest data does not indicate that the Omicron
Pfizer ain't good for Omicron, they're saying.
All that is the US
Pfizer just doesn't cut it on Omicron, it says. It reduces it. Omicron likely reduces the Pfizer vaccine efficacy.
High school are now dying every day. That's 57% more death than just last week, and more American children are getting sick.
They are saying from the WHO that this new strain is not more severe than Delta so far.
Substantial numbers of people unvaccinated, they will continue to be important vectors for the spread of the Delta variant, which is still wreaking havoc in so many parts of the U.S. Public health officials blame the Delta variant of the coronavirus for almost all the new cases in America and say that most of the people sick are unvaccinated. But Dr. Anthony Fauci has encouraging news on the new variant Omicron, saying that so far, it appears that it leads to less severe disease.
It's too early to be able to determine the precise severity of disease, but inklings that we are getting, and we must remember these are still in the form of anecdotal, but hopefully in the next few weeks we'll get a much clearer picture. But it appears that with the cases that are seen, we are not seeing a very severe profile of disease.
Dr. Fauci still underlines, however, that this new strain spreads faster, and they've now identified people sick with the strain in 20 states.
Does that nose test make people cringe? Where you stick that long Q-tip up your nose and go like this? Isn't that cringeworthy? Isn't the spit test where you fill a tube up with spit much less cringeworthy?
People who have already gotten sick with COVID, who thought that they might be immune, they are still getting sick with this new strain. Public health experts hope to have some answers as far as how the current vaccines stack up to this new variant by sometime next week. Steve Wilson-Tommy, ABC News, Atlanta.
Thanks to Steve. And this morning, the House has passed a bill setting the stage for Democrats to raise the nation's debt ceiling without the help of any Senate Republicans. Last night's vote followed a deal by congressional leaders of both parties to avoid a first ever federal default. It kicks off an unusual process that attaches the legislation to a Medicare bill, paving the way for Senate Democrats to pass it late this week with a simple majority vote. They're working against the December 15th.
Now there's a ceiling debt plan.
The debt ceiling will be lifted has yet to be determined.
Tension surrounding Ukraine.
Now we got Putin and Biden.
Even after President Biden
Intense
couldn't
talks.
call Vladimir Putin. In the 2-hour video conference, Biden warned Putin of the severe economic consequences an invasion of Ukraine would bring. And Russia says Putin warned that Western military activity in the region
2-hour
was threatening
2-hour
Russia's
conference.
security, approaching a red line. ABC's Ian Pannell is on the front lines where Russian troops are amassed at the Ukrainian border. And Russian
So much can be peons to this world power game, this world power dynamic. People, even all these things could just become pawns in the game.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Biden told Putin the U.S. is prepared to do things now that it did not do back in
So they're threatening severe economic consequences.
An Amazon server outage crippled.
And now it's the Amazon massive outage.
On Tuesday, Netflix, Roku, and Disney Plus were among the streaming services impacted.
Disabled major websites and streaming services from a massive Amazon. How does Amazon, why are these websites disabled from Amazon?
By Tuesday evening, Amazon said that services were returning to normal.
Opening statements begin today in the manslaughter trial of the
Now it's this local Minnesota thing, I guess, where the female cop, a police officer, The claim is, or what the story is, she mistook a taser. She grabbed a gun instead of her taser, and I guess did she kill someone? Yeah, it was a fatal shooting. So now she's on trial.
Other kids that look like my son could be your children, grandchildren, their children or grandchildren.
A $1.3 million reform plan includes the creation of a new Department of Community and Violence Prevention.
A slow-moving storm that prompted a state of emergency in Hawaii.
Ooh, not Hawaii storms.
Today, heavy rain created flash flooding that took out
Flash flooding in Hawaii. Epic storm.
Parts of that area are expected to
Power being restored to downtown Honolulu.
Mudslides have inundated homes and closed roads. Even though the rain is coming to an end, the threat of flooding could last several days.
All right, time for a treat. It's said that chocolate pairs well with red wine. How about a combination of both?
That's the idea behind a collaboration between winemaker Barefoot and
Barefoot Wines has made an Oreo Thins wine, a red wine.
Blackberry and dark cherries with more pronounced chocolate cookie and cream flavors.
I love this. It goes on sale tomorrow through the winemaker's website. 2 bottles and some Oreos Thins will run you about $25. I love this idea.
Barefoot is cheap in price.
Oh, there you go.
Why not?
Right on. Listen, cookies, wine.
2 bottles for $25.
Why not?
So she called that cheap, but there's like $3, Chuck. That's 2 bottles for $6. That's like a quarter of the price. So there's something that's 25% the price of what she's saying is cheap. So there's cheaper.
My news anchors, and we are playing Put to the Test.
Yeah.
And there's way more expensive.
Police in Indiana trying to solve the nearly 5-year-old mystery behind the deaths of 2 girls, while they're now looking at fake social media profiles.
And later in the skinny, Ariana Grande's a big new collaboration. You are watching World News Now. Is it World?
Now they're doing a little segment coming up with girls, young women in Santa Claus costumes dancing with some skin showing, midriffs, thighs. Maybe it's provocative to some people, to the very religious, to the ultra-conservatives, the conservatives and the ultra-conservatives, to biblical conformists of modesty. Should people be modest? Look at Arabia. Look at Arabia's modesty, the Middle East. Egypt, are they modest?
And there's zero obligation. Call us today or visit idealagent.com. I got this mountain bike for only $11.
DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. This kitchen
Now we're back to commercials.
less than $26. This iPad sold for less than $43, and this PlayStation 5 sold for less than $1.
I want these Bluetooth headphones for $20.
I got these 3 suitcases for less than $40. And shipping is awesome.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Starting out, life insurance protected your family, secured the kids' future, covered the what ifs. Now you're retired, the kids are grown, and what if has become what's next? Your life insurance's work is done. So why keep paying for a life insurance policy you no longer need or can no longer afford? Let the life settlement experts at Lighthouse Life Direct help you turn your policy into cash. Incredibly, over 90% of life insurance ends without paying a benefit. Don't let this happen to you. A life settlement always pays you more than if you lapse or surrender your policy, usually at least 4 times more. It's your money. Use it for a better life in retirement.
If you are a senior with $100,000 or more in life insurance, turn your policy into cash. Go to lighthouselife.com or call 800-259-2434 for a free estimate. Lighthouse Life Direct. Settle for a better life.
I was hangry, and that's why I started Daily Harvest. I knew how to eat well, right? I knew all the benefits of eating more fruits and vegetables, but I still wasn't able to eat the way I wanted to. And I knew it wasn't just me. We deliver delicious food that's built on organic fruits and vegetables. So food you actually want to eat. That's good for you. And it's ready in minutes. So it fits into your schedule, whatever that may be. Because at Daily Harvest, we take care of food, so food can take care of you.
The deeper you go into black markets, the darker it gets.
Traffic, new episode tonight at 9 on National Geographic.
We have dramatic new video of an NYPD officer rushing to save a man trapped in a car engulfed in flames in the Bronx. The officer, armed with an extinguisher, forced the car door open and pulled the man to safety. Now, thanks to the officer's quick response, the man only sustained minor injuries. He's okay.
So some guy, just a police officer, saved a guy from a burning car in NYPD, Bill.
Murders of two teenage girls in Delphi, Indiana. Police are looking for someone.
Now they're onto a murder mystery in Indiana or something.
ABC's Andrew Fujii has more.
This morning, Indiana police are hoping clues on social media can help solve.
They're focusing on a person behind a fake
Who killed
social media
two
account.
eighth-grade girls in the town of Delphi, 13-year-old Abby Williams and 14-year-old Libby German. Detectives are asking for the public's help tracking down who's behind the fake profile Anthony Schatz, used between 2016 and 2017 on Snapchat, Instagram, and possibly other social media platforms.
The fictitious Anthony Schatz profile portrayed himself as being extremely wealthy and owning numerous sports cars.
Police say the person behind the account tried to lure young girls to solicit nude images, obtain their address, and attempt to meet with them. Police say they've already questioned the male model whose images were used, and he's not related to this case. But authorities do have a person in custody believed to be linked to the accounts, 27-year-old Keegan Anthony Klein, who's charged with 30 felonies, including possession of child pornography and child exploitation. But he has not been charged in connection with the Delphi murders. Abby and Libby were last seen in 2017 on this hiking trail, Snapchatting near a bridge. Police say Libby recorded part of her encounter with a man on her phone, including this grainy picture, and a voice heard telling the girls to move down a hill. Their bodies were found nearby the next day.
Horrible. So someone looks like they got scammed off of social networking.
Directly related to the murder.
And then horrible.
Address and a hotline for anyone who may have been in contact with that fake social media profile. Court records say that account was used to obtain nearly 100 illicit photos and videos of girls. Mona, Ike.
Andrea, thanks. Finally, some relief at the pump. Gas prices are falling across the U.S. Prices have dropped nearly 7 cents a gallon from the previous month. Gas now averaging $3.34 a gallon. This coming 2 weeks after President Biden tapped into the nation's oil reserve. And the drop in prices, that's expected to continue.
All right, when we come back, the big moments and the last-minute surprise at People's Choice Awards.
The Skinny is next.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need? Now you can sell your policy, even a term policy, for an immediate cash payment.
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel or let your policy lapse without finding out what it's worth. Visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if your policy qualifies, or call 1-800-494-8300. Coventry Direct, redefining insurance.
Thanks for having us this weekend, Mrs. Garci.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Of course. And thank you guys for these gorgeous flowers. So thoughtful.
What's up?
Condoms.
Condom. Why would I say condoms?
Condoms, Charlie. She wants to know if you brought any condoms.
Yeah, I brought some.
Eargo, a virtually invisible hearing loss solution with high-quality sound and lifetime support.
Do you hear what I hear? This Christmas, save $300 on the incredible sound of Eargo 5. Call or go online now and get Eargo 5 with financing as low as $85 a month. We're here and ready to help you with your hearing loss with free remote hearing checks and consultations by our licensed hearing professionals.
World News Now continues after this from our ABC stations.
A message for children. It's hard to be stuck at home right now, but we want to say thank you because you're being a big helper. When you stay home, you're protecting other people from getting sick. By calling someone you love who's stuck inside, you're giving them a smile, and they need it. When you wash your hands for like the 100th time today, you're keeping your family safe. And by
See
being
spam and fake profiles. I just opened Instagram. I got another follower.
but helping will make everything
I don't know.
back to normal again as soon as
3
possible.
posts, 11 followers.
Big family of helpers around
I don't know.
the
This
world.
is a new profile or something. It's just got to be. I don't know. Is this just pure spam again?
Children feel safe at UNICEF
Travis
USA.org
Moon. There's like
/COVID-19.
so much spam.
That's UNICEFUSA.org/COVID-19.
Of course, I don't know this. But you can't. How do you determine?
Luckily Irish. Luckily
Oh, I think I'm going to give up on this broadcast.
Luckily Irish.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. All new
It's
tonight.
3:17 a.m.
Let's give it to them. It is time now for the skinny, starting with the big night for entertainment at last night's People's Choice Awards.
That's right, awards in 40 categories spanning movies, TV, music, and pop culture were handed out in Santa Monica, California, hosted by Kenan Thompson.
Where was Cal?